Congratulations on being elected Club Vice President. As you know, the role of Vice President is a very important one. I'm Lindsey MacGregor and I served as Governor for the 2015-2016 term. The role of Club Vice President is to assist the President and other club officers in completing their duties. To preside over meetings in the absence of the President. The role can be challenging as you must know the key club inside and out, understand the duties of each officer, and lead your club with the other officers and members. In some ways, it is a role of the Vice President to fill in the gaps. In other words, you do the jobs that need to get done in order to ensure that your club has a successful year. Today, we'll briefly be covering a few responsibilities Vice Presidents are often tasked with, including membership recruitment, managing community and service projects, sign-ups, and applying for awards. We will not touch on presiding over meetings. I strongly encourage you to read over the President's duties and responsibilities to ensure that you are able to serve in the event of your President is absent. I strongly encourage you to take notes for your reference later. Let's briefly review the duties and responsibilities of your role. The weekly duties of the Vice President. Preside over any meetings in the absence of the President. Your President is currently learning how to set up an agenda and preside over a meeting. It is important that you review the topic with him or her to ensure that you are able to carry out these duties in the event of his or her absence. Gather material for and help edit a club newsletter. See that a weekly club newsletter is produced in conjunction with the club editor, webmaster, or equivalent of the club in such an officer position. You see, as we move through these, that the Vice President works with all officers. Attend all club meetings. Make sure that the attendance is taken in every meeting in conjunction with the club secretary. A great example of working with the secretary. Many clubs charge the Vice President to ensure that enough members are signed up for each project. We'll discuss this in more detail shortly. Assist the President in every way possible. You're basically their right-hand person. Making sure that everything gets done, and if they forget something, which is possible with so many things going on, you make sure their gaps are covered. Watch over the committee system and assist committee chairs. Some schools have the committee chairs report to the Vice President. Again, we'll cover this topic in more detail shortly. Attend all meetings of the project committee as a counselor and ex officio member. Your monthly duties include multiple other things. Make sure you attend all monthly meetings for committees as an officer and work with the members and advisors. Collect all the monthly reports of the committees and submit them to the secretary. While the secretary is responsible for all records for the club, you may be tasked with ensuring that he or she receives all of the reports. Attend the club's board of directors meetings. This is where officers get to discuss things with each other, and as Vice President, this is a very important place for you to be. Secretary's reports are now submitted online. The treasurer should provide an account balance report at each board meeting. Make sure that these two things are occurring, as it's something that might slip under the cracks through the President's responsibilities. Annual duties. Become thoroughly acquainted with the President's duties so that you can assist the President. Receive all materials and possible help from the past Vice President of your club. They're a great resource to turn to when you're not really quite sure what you should be doing. Talk to the prospective members of the Key Club and help them decide whether or not to join. Work with the club secretary and treasurer to ensure member roster and dues are mailed by the appropriate dates. Conduct an educational program for new members. Let them know what Key Club is really all about so they understand the structure and the K family. Work with a new Vice President and help him or her prepare to take over your job next year. You want to make sure that the work you've done this year isn't forgotten when you leave. Membership recruitment is a very important thing for a Vice President to be in charge of. Your club has to continue to grow and maintain its size to be able to be a Key Club. One great way is to reach out to the freshman class that will be entering your high school. There are great new people who need somewhere to join and a place to call family. You, as the Vice President, can reach out to these new members and get them to join a potentially amazing club where they'll have an amazing experience. Service project signups are also part of your job. There are many projects that will be going on in your club at one time. Most projects come every month, but there are some that happen randomly. You have to coordinate and make sure that there will be enough members participating in each project at all times. This can get confusing, so make sure you're keeping good notes. Managing committees. Depending on if your club uses committees or not, it's very important for you to make sure that all committees are meeting and overseeing chairs. Make sure chairs submit monthly reports so that your club secretary also knows what's going on. You can discuss what committees have been doing with your other club officers to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Contests, awards, and recognition are also a very important part of the Vice President's job, as no other officer really has anything to do with them. Well, they have to get them, but you're the one who's in charge of filing them. We've recently streamlined the application process for contests, awards, and recognition, which is good news. Instead of printing paper forms and bringing them to convention, most applications will be submitted online. Obviously, there are a few that still need to be submitted at convention. For example, the club poster, that's not digital, the scrapbook, and things like that. Club video, and the oratorical contest. You can go to the website to learn more about all of these awards and recognitions and encourage your club to participate. A few other contests that your club can participate in are Distinguished Club, which is very important that all of your officers are distinguished to become a distinguished club. Also participating in the Major Emphasis Project. In Pennsylvania, we call this the Youth Serving Youth Project, and by participating in the Youth Serving Youth Project, you're able to help an organization that the entire district deems very important. There's also a Single Service Award, which goes to your member with the most service hours, traditional and non-traditional scrapbooks, which can be lots of fun. Awards include the Key of Honor, which can go to your club advisor if you deem that they are very important and you think that they deserve this honor. The Bob Bigan's Unsung Hero Award, which goes to a regular club member who has gone above and beyond. The Sandy Ninja Award, which goes to one key clubber in each district for outstanding service. Recognitions. You can get a patch for your banner for a Builders Club co-sponsorship. This means that you helped your Kiwanis Club start a Builders Club, which is in the middle school and will lead into your club. A Dome Award for increasing membership, early dues by paying all of your dues by November 1st, and a Kiwanis Family Patch for working with your K family and your Kiwanis Club as much as possible. There are also many scholarships that are available for key clubbers from an international and district standpoint. Your Kiwanis Club could also offer scholarships. Make sure all of your senior members are aware of this, as it's a great way to get a benefit from being a key clubber. I know we moved quickly through this video, so I would ask that you please reach out to your Lieutenant Governor. Their emails are all available on the Pennsylvania Key Club website if you have any questions. If you have any further questions, please reach out to the governor at governor@pakeyclub.org or the district administrator at administrator@pakeyclub.org. We thank you very much and we wish you good luck in your term.